The jaguar, an apex predator of the Amazon, has secured its grip on the capybara. The jaguar, a master predator of the Amazon, has secured its prey. A powerful bite to the neck ensures a swift end to the struggle.
Along the muddy riverbank, the intense struggle continues. The jaguar's powerful bite overcomes the capybara's desperate fight for survival.
Driven by instinct, the jaguar maintains its hold. The capybara struggles violently, but the predator's strength is overwhelming.
The black caiman, apex predator of the Amazon, makes quick work of the unsuspecting piranha, a display of raw power in the shallows.
A dramatic scene on the Amazon riverbank as a massive black caiman executes a death roll, securing its grip on the struggling giant catfish.
The black caiman, an apex predator of the Amazon, erupts from the murky water, seizing the piranha in a spectacular display of raw power.
A sudden burst of violence in the shallows. The black caiman, an apex predator, secures its grip on the elusive giant catfish.
The black caiman, an apex predator of the Amazon, delivers a crushing blow to the unsuspecting peacock bass.
The sheer power of the green anaconda is evident as the coils tighten, cutting off the circulation of the struggling boar.
The anaconda's grip is unrelenting. The wild boar struggles fiercely, but the coils tighten, signaling the end of the struggle.
Deep in the Amazon, a dramatic struggle unfolds as a giant anaconda ambushes a wild boar.
With explosive force, the jaguar strikes. This is the brutal reality of the Amazon, a fight for survival caught in stunning detail.
A sudden, explosive ambush. The jaguar's powerful jaws clamp down on the caiman, ending the struggle almost as quickly as it began.
The ambush is swift and brutal. The jaguar's powerful jaws clamp down, an incredible display of predatory instinct in the flooded forest. The ambush is swift and brutal. The jaguar's powerful jaws secure the caiman in a death grip.
In a sudden burst of speed, the jaguar secures its grip on the caiman's tail. A life or death struggle ensues in the murky waters of the Amazon.
A sudden explosion of water as the caiman ambushes the unsuspecting bird. In the Amazon, life and death are separated by mere seconds.
In a sudden burst of speed, the black caiman secures its grip, and the struggle is quickly drawn beneath the waves.
In a sudden burst of violence, the spectacled caiman secures its grip on the jabiru stalk.
In the murky waters of the Amazon, the black caiman ambushes the unsuspecting great egret. A sudden, violent struggle for survival.
The roseate-bull spoonbill is caught mid-step. The smooth-fronted caiman seizes its opportunity.
The black caiman, an apex predator of the Amazon, strikes with explosive force, clamping down on the unsuspecting egret.
Life or death struggle on the forest floor. The anaconda's bite is the first step in a battle of strength it rarely loses.
The ambush is successful. Now the true struggle begins, as the giant anaconda uses its immense power to...
A brutal struggle for survival. The anaconda slowly begins to constrict its prey, showing the immense strength of this Amazon predator.
Once the bite connects, the struggle begins. The iguana thrashes desperately, but the snake's grip is inescapable.
Once the coils are secure, the sheer power of the anaconda is brought to bear. This iguana's time is running out.
A dramatic struggle on the jungle floor. The anaconda tightens its grip, its massive coils slowly overwhelming the struggling iguana.
A dramatic struggle on the jungle floor. The giant anaconda slowly begins the deadly process of constriction, overpowering the desperate iguana.
The anaconda's bite is precise, and now the slow constriction begins. The iguana struggles, but a dramatic struggle unfolds as the black caiman maintains its crushing grip. The giant catfish thrashes desperately. The black caiman, an apex predator of the Amazon, has clamped down on a giant catfish. The struggle is violent.
In a dramatic ambush at the oxbow, the jaguar secures its prey. A powerful bite to the tail ensures the caiman cannot escape.
Driven by instinct, the jaguar makes its move. A powerful strike against the peccary.
The jaguar, an apex predator of the Amazon, secures its grip on the peccary, a display of raw power in the muddy trail.
With explosive energy, the jaguar secures its prey. The powerful bite is unwavering as the struggle for survival unfolds on the muddy trail.
The chase ends abruptly as the jaguar's powerful jaws clamp down. The raw strength of the predator is...
With explosive force, the jaguar secures its grip. The peccary's struggle is fierce, but the cat's strength is overwhelming on this muddy trail. This is the reality of the rainforest. The sheer power of the green anaconda is displayed as it maneuvers the deer carcass through the swampy terrain. The black caiman's jaws clamp down, initiating the infamous death roll. The anaconda retaliates, but the caiman's...
The black caiman has secured its grip on the anaconda. It executes the infamous death roll.
The black caiman executes its signature move, the death roll, attempting to subdue the massive boa constrictor in a flurry of mud and power.
Deep in the Amazon, a life or death struggle ensues. Caiman locks its jaws. The black caiman has secured a grip on the anaconda. It executes the infamous death roll, churning the muddy waters.
The anaconda's bite is non-venomous, but its muscular coils apply immense pressure, crushing the life out of the struggling river turtle.
A sudden ambush. The anaconda strikes fast, wrapping its powerful coils around the unsuspecting paca. The struggle is intense.
The attack is swift and brutal. The giant anaconda, the apex predator of the Amazon, begins its deadly...
A sudden strike, the anaconda immediately begins the process of constriction, showcasing its overwhelming strength against the struggling agouti.
The anaconda strikes with incredible speed, securing its prey. It begins the deadly process of constriction.
The jaguar, an apex predator of the Amazon, makes a spectacular leap, successfully ambushing an unsuspecting spider monkey.
The black caiman's powerful jaws clamp down on the river turtle, a struggle for survival in the heart of the Amazon.
The immense strength of the jaguar is fully displayed as it secures its hold, muscles straining against the weight of the struggling capybara.
The jaguar's powerful bite secures its grip on the struggling capybara. Every muscle fiber tenses in...
The Amazon River holds many secrets, but few as brutal as this. The black caiman, an apex predator, has...
The caiman's grip is unrelenting. This Amazon turtle must use every ounce of strength if it hopes to escape the powerful jaws.
A life or death struggle ensues in the murky waters. The caiman initiates the fearsome death roll.
Deep in the Amazon, the spectacled caiman clamps down on an unsuspecting mata-mata turtle, a brutal struggle for survival among the submerged log.
A brutal encounter in the murky depths. The giant anaconda attempts to constrict its armored prey, but the river turtle puts up a desperate fight.
A dramatic struggle unfolds beneath the roots as the giant snake begins to constrict its prey.
With a grip secured on the pig's leg, the reptile begins its infamous death roll, dragging its prey deeper into the swamp. The jaguar's powerful jaws clamp down on the otter's shoulder. A brutal struggle for survival in the heart of the Amazon. The jaguar's powerful jaws have found their mark. This intense struggle between predator and prey is one of the Amazon's most dramatic sights. With a powerful bite to the shoulder, the jaguar begins to drag its prey from the water.
The giant anaconda, utilizing its immense strength, begins to constrict the heron. Feathers fly.
The sheer power of the anaconda is on full display as it secures its grip on the struggling caiman.
The anaconda has secured its grip. This caiman is fighting for its life, but the snake's constriction is relentless.
The immense power of the green anaconda is fully displayed as it secures coils around the caiman.
A brutal display of raw power. The giant anaconda, the apex predator of the flooded forest, begins in... A raw display of power. The giant anaconda, having bitten the caiman, begins its deadly constriction, turning the water into a violent battlefield.
Moment. A dramatic moment on the Amazon. The jaguar successfully ambushes the monkey, showcasing the raw and often...
A dramatic confrontation in the mud. The jaguar maintains its grip on the struggling calf.
A brutal struggle unfolds in the muddy clearing. The jaguar, an apex predator, exerts immense pressure on its prey.
The jaguar, a master ambush predator, has secured its grip on the young tapir.
Deep in the Amazon, the jaguar's ambush is swift. The powerful bite on the tapir's flank
In a brutal display of dominance, the jaguar secures its prey, a young tapir calf, deep in the Amazon basin.
Here in the dense roots of the Amazon, the giant anaconda delivers a powerful bite before applying the full force of its crushing coils.
The black caiman, an apex predator of the Amazon, has secured its grip. The violent struggle begins as the...
Deep in the murky Amazon, the caiman secures its grip on the unsuspecting peccary. The struggle is desperate.
The caiman, a formidable predator of the Amazon, has secured its prey. The peccary struggles, but the reptile's grip is unrelenting.
Deep in the
Amazon basin, survival is daily low. This wildly battle. The Amazon wetlands are unforgiving. Here, a spectacled caiman secures its grip on a wild peccary. In the dense Amazon, a rare confrontation. The anaconda, the jungle's largest.
This incredible footage captures the raw power of the anaconda as it attempts to constrict its formidable prey.
The anaconda's bite is secure, its coils tightening with unimaginable force.
Deep in the Amazon backwater, the stillness is broken. The spectacled caiman, an apex predator, launches its ambush, securing its meal.
In the heart of the Amazon wetlands, the jaguar's powerful bite secures its prey.
Russians. In the flooded forest, the jaguar launches a surprise attack, seizing the tapir calf. This dramatic
A sudden strike. The massive black caiman asserts its dominance over the unsuspecting stork. A dramatic struggle ensues in the murky waters.
A dramatic struggle on the Amazon banks as the spectacled caiman attempts to subdue its prey. The lizard.
The black caiman, an apex predator of the down on its prey. The giant catfish struggles